Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to Nerd Talk.
Nerd Talk X.
Nerd Talk X.
Meaning 10.
Meaning the season finale.
This is the season finale of Nerd Talk.
Season 1 finale. We're on location, live from S.H.I.E.L.D. headquarters, as you can obviously tell. We saw Captain America.
Yeah, in person. He was here at S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, just walking by.
Yeah,
you know.
he gave us a head nod. It was kind of cool.
It was alright.
I think that I tried to speak to him but couldn't. So I think he knows who I am.
I got him to autograph my Captain America card.
I think I just stared at him awkwardly and made him uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted to touch his shield.
Did he let you?
No.
Did you ask, or did you just reach out?
I was just kind of reaching out, and he just kind of pulled away.
You have to ask those things. You
I
can't
know,
just touch people.
But it's Captain America, and I didn't really know what to do.
Is that Nick Fury?
No.
No, that's just Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, it's...
Sorry. He hangs out.
It wasn't even Samuel L. Jackson, it was just some black guy. Derek's just racist.
I'm not racist.
He's not. But anyways,
Captain America was really good.
Captain America was awesome.
I'd say...
The movie, Captain America Winter Soldier.
Yeah. I'd say probably it might be my second favorite Marvel movie.
It was my... Yeah, and it's almost pretty close to as good as the Avengers.
Definitely.
It was awesome. It was it was like a sequel to Captain America, but kind of a sequel to the Avengers at the same time, like the way it kind of worked, you know? Because it followed S.H.I.E.L.D. and Black Widow and Nick Fury and, you know.
Yeah, it wasn't just a Captain America movie. It was like a S.H.I.E.L.D. movie.
Yeah.
Which was kind of cool.
Yeah, it was awesome. Scarlett Johansson, man.
Yeah, she had a huge part in it. I was impressed.
She was awesome and very...
Very sexy.
Very Scarlett Johansson.
Got some good side boob in there.
Yeah.
And Anthony Mackie was the Falcon.
Falcon was awesome.
And his Falcon suit was, you know, like the old school Falcon suit. He has like the bird wings, and he has a Falcon that flies with him and everything.
Right.
But this was really cool. It was like this jetpack thing with these metal wings that came out.
Yeah.
It was pretty bitchin'. I want one.
It was pretty bitchin'. Winter Soldier himself was pretty cool. Yeah. Obviously, they're setting up for future things, as you would expect.
Captain America 3.
Captain America 3. Possible Winter Soldier take.
Yeah, and you said the guy who plays Winter Soldier, he's signed for how many movies?
He had 9, so he's done 2.
He's done 2. Yeah, so he has 7 left.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, they don't always necessarily mean that he will do that many movies, but it means that.
And they don't have to be like full. It's just like an appearance.
It could be an appearance. Yeah, he could pop up in Avengers 2.
They probably won't make just a standalone Winter Soldier movie.
Probably not, unless they go with the storyline and he takes over for Captain America. But it wouldn't.
That's true, but it'd still be Captain America.
But it would still be Captain America. But yeah, it was awesome, and mid-credit scene was awesome. Spoiler alert.
Oh, good. I wasn't going to say that.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, we have Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver in there. Yeah. And they're like in this loony bin. Quicksilver's like running into the walls and everything.
Yeah, Scarlet Witch is like levitating these blocks, and then she blows one up right before they go back to the credits.
And they had this Hydra villain there, and I think it was Baron von Strucker.
Pretty sure.
He was very Strucker looking from the comics.
I'm like 99% sure that was him.
I am too.
Just because of what I remember the guy that they casted at that part. Because remember they said like, oh, this guy's gonna be Baron whatever in Avengers 2, and yeah.
Oh, so he's gonna be in Avengers 2.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, but it looks. I'm excited.
So maybe Hydra makes Ultron.
Maybe.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
It's gonna be awesome. And as you know, Captain America 3 will be opening against Batman vs Superman. And after seeing this Captain America, I think that it's gonna have a good chance of competing with Batman vs Superman.
I think it will. Like, I could definitely see Captain America kicking Batman's ass.
Yeah, and DC came out and they're not backing down from this release date, which they're the dicks who went up against. They knew there was a Marvel movie there. Yeah. But they're saying they're not backing down. Yeah. But we'll see. There's so much controversy with Batman vs Superman, and if it stays that way, we'll just have to. Unless it just looks really fucking good. Yeah. I think Captain America has a good chance now.
I do too.
And I've been the one saying this whole time, I'm like, nah, Batman vs Superman. It's the first time you've seen them on screen together. It's gonna be huge, and it will be.
But after how this Captain America went.
I mean, yeah.
It was a kind of a long movie. It was a little over 2 hours. Yeah. But it didn't feel like that at all.
No,
it just flew through because of how action packed it was and how like I found there were points where I was like just like this, just watching the screen.
Yeah.
It was so intense.
Yeah, it was really good.
Like you thought Nick Fury was going to die. You thought Scarlett Johansson was going to die.
Yeah.
Like there was a lot of like, oh my god, are they going to die?
Yeah.
But it's Marvel.
But dude, yeah.
And I'd say Black Widow could. Do you know how many movies she's signed on for?
I don't know, but they keep talking about doing a solo movie for her, but you know,
it's unnecessary.
I don't think we need it. I think it'd be really cool to have a female superhero movie, obviously, because all the ones that we have had have not been very good. Like Supergirl was bad, and Catwoman was bad, and Elektra was bad.
It was a Supergirl movie?
Yeah, way back in the day. But we need a good one.
But they're going to have that Jessica Jones Netflix
Yeah, that's true.
one, but that's not like a standalone female. Wonder Woman.
They'll do Wonder Woman.
DC will do.
DC will have Wonder Woman, I'm sure. As long as people respond well, I'm sure. I mean, if Batman vs Superman just ends up sucking, then they may not.
They may not, yeah. But Marvel could always have a Miss Marvel standalone movie.
Yeah, there's rumors.
But a Black Widow one could still be good. You could learn a lot about her. Like,
yeah.
I don't know if they would do it like present day or like when she was like KGB.
They could probably do like a bit of both, just kind of
have some
exploring.
flashbacks.
Yeah,
show like her full history because they still have her history just up in the air in the movies, and she's been in 3 of them now.
Exactly.
Like all we know is that she used to be KGB and like went to have a different life.
Yeah. I love that. I mean, like the first Captain America movie felt like, you know, this like war movie. You know, it was like
a period piece,
and then this one was more like a conspiracy thriller. And that's what I'm digging about the Marvel movies is the kind of like, it's like a different genre. Each movie is like a big mix of genres, you know, and it's kind of cool.
Iron Man 3 was a Christmas movie.
Iron Man 3 was a Christmas movie. You know, Thor is like a space, you know.
A sci-fi.
Yeah. It's just really neat. It's really neat.
A religious piece.
Yeah.
You know, of gods and all that.
So you mentioned the Netflix series, you know, as they're doing Daredevil.
Yeah.
Michael C. Hall was rumored to be considered, and now he's come out and said that if he was approached, he would consider it.
And how would you not?
Michael C. Hall being, you know, Dexter.
Michael C. Hall would be an awesome Daredevil.
He would be a good Daredevil.
He's not one that I thought of or like picked. He didn't cross my mind, but when they said it, I was like, yeah, I can see that perfectly.
Yeah, probably depends on how young they want to go. If if their series is gonna be an established Daredevil, or if it's gonna be, you know, actual like, oh, this is how he gets his powers, and when he becomes Daredevil.
So they're gonna be doing the Daredevil Netflix series, you know?
Yeah.
Do you think they'll be doing Kingpin as the villain?
I don't know. That's a good question. Because I don't know about the rights and how it works. I mean, I know that he was the villain in the movie, but now that they've gone back to Marvel, I wonder if Sony has any part of, because Kingpin's also a Spider-Man villain.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's a good question.
I don't know. Like I was never big into the Daredevil comics or anything like that. I like Daredevil. You know, he's cool and everything. But I don't know any other Daredevil villains that are
Bullseye.
like. That's true.
Bullseye could be a villain.
He was also in the movie.
Yeah. Besides that, I really don't know. I don't know many Daredevil villains. There was a couple that I used to kind of know, but I don't really remember anymore. Yeah. It's just been a long time. But Kingpin and Bullseye were always the ones that I always remembered for sure.
Yeah, so that'd be cool. I mean, it'd just have to be a villain that they could stretch out for a series.
Right.
And Kingpin would be good for that.
Kingpin would be good for that. That's true. And I guess maybe they could make him be a presence in all of those, because if they're building up to those 4, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, and Luke Cage, and Daredevil teaming up, you know, maybe they could make Kingpin like a big presence in the whole group of them.
That's true.
That could be cool. That'd be cool. But I mean, the way the Spider-Man movies have been going, maybe it'd be cool if they had Kingpin pop up too. In
the Spider-Man universe.
You know, they are doing the Sinister Six movie, as we've talked about on Nerd Talk before. Yeah. And they hired Drew Goddard to direct it. From Lost, who did Cabin in the Woods, but also he's the guy writing Daredevil, so it's kind of weird. Yeah. And but very interesting because he's working for Marvel doing Daredevil, the series, and now he's working for Sony doing a Sinister Six movie. So that guy's everywhere, man.
I still feel like the Sinister Six movie is kind of unnecessary.
Yeah, I think I don't understand I just still don't understand how it's gonna work.
So are we going to see like the antagonist fighting the protagonist?
I don't know. I mean, that could be interesting.
Like Spider-Man's not in it that often. You know, he pops up for the fights.
Yeah,
or I wonder about these villains.
I don't know. I wonder if it's just not going to be an action movie. Like, is it just going to be like this kind of sci-fi movie about these guys and how they're developing? And
we're watching them assemble.
Yeah,
like Green Goblin putting together,
or whoever, yeah,
or whoever. I'm guessing that Green Goblin's going to be in charge of it.
I hope so, because I'm hoping, because obviously the Green Goblin in the Amazing Spider-Man 2 is
Dane DeHaan.
Yeah, Harry Osborn.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of hoping that after these events, that Norman will be like, God damn, Spider-Man, you know, I shall avenge my son.
Norman's one of my favorite villains ever.
Yeah, and
not just as Green Goblin, just like as Norman Osborn in general.
Right, and he's got to be involved in some capacity.
The way the trailers look makes it look like he's dying, though.
Yeah, but
it's Oscorp.
I'm assuming maybe they're finding a cure. Maybe they think that something in Peter has the cure, like his his spider ability stuff. You know.
And I'm wondering who they're going to make the Sinister Six. Like right now, there's a Green Goblin, Rhino, and Electro.
Yes.
And I don't know if they'll bring. Like, did Lizard come to an ultimate end in the first one?
Well, he was just in jail. You know, he was visited in jail in that credit scene by who we assume was Norman Osborn. But that would be 4. And then, you know, in the movie, they
have the Vulture Wings.
They have Vulture Wings and Doc Ock.
Okay, I missed the Doc Ock tentacles.
Yeah, and that would be 6, but that would almost be kind of lame, you know, I mean, in a sense, because we're just seeing 4 villains we saw already and then these 2. But
I would love to, like, I've always wanted to see Vulture in the Spider-Man movies.
And obviously building to that.
And John Malkovich would be the best Vulture.
Yeah, I agree.
But I think it'd be cool if they had Mysterio as well.
Oh, I would love to see Mysterio and Kraven the Hunter and
Chameleon would be cool.
Chameleon and Scorpion. Fuck, I'd want all of them, but
because I mean, if Chameleon was like a big villain in the Spider-Man movies, that'd be like this whole like espionage kind of Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, exactly.
And that'd be sick.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah.
I think I'm excited to see what Drew Goddard to do with it. I enjoy his work and everything.
Yeah, I feel like if anybody's gonna have a good handle on it, it'll be him.
Anyone from Lost.
I have faith.
Speaking of people directing things, Ghostbusters 3. Have you heard about that?
I have.
Have
you heard?
The original people that they had set up to do Ghostbusters 3 were the 21 Jump Street people.
Right, as we mentioned in last Nerd Talk.
Yeah, if you watched. Apparently,
I'm sure you did.
Apparently they're not going to be doing it anymore.
Yeah, they apparently they were the studio's top choice, but the directors want to keep their options open. So maybe
I don't know. Like it seems like Ghostbusters 3 is one of those projects that I just don't think is ever going to happen.
I don't think it should.
I don't think it should anymore. But you know, it's, like years ago, it was out there like, oh yeah, we're going to be doing this. It's going to be awesome. And then Bill Murray doesn't want to do it. And they kept having all these issues, and then you just never heard about it again.
Yeah, and then Harold Ramis died. And actually, strangely, it was when Harold Ramis died that I feel like it popped back up again.
Yeah.
Probably because I'm sure a lot of people were like, oh, what's going to happen with it? But now it seems like it's getting momentum again, and it's kind of sad. It's like, why was Harold Ramis' death what caused
it to keep going?
Yeah, like that should have just fucking killed it.
It should have.
They should have been like, no, we can't do this. I'm surprised Dan Aykroyd still wants to do it, to be honest.
Well, Dan Aykroyd doesn't really have a lot going on.
No, but I know.
He should just make another Blues Brothers.
No, that's the same situation.
I know.
That's why Blues Brothers 2000 wasn't good, is because they did that when John Belushi was dead.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about it. But you know what I'm excited about?
What?
Chewbacca is returning in the new Star Wars.
Do your best Chewbacca impersonation.
I just can't even do one. This normal Justin voice is the best Chewbacca impression I can get. Do yours. It's not very good.
It's not very good.
It's not very good. I wish I could do it. That'd be cool. But Peter Mayhew, who was Chewbacca in the original movies, is back for it. He's doing it.
Yeah, and he's always been Chewbacca. Like even in like, you know, the Clone Wars, and whenever they need Chewbacca, he's the only one that they get.
Yep. And now he's back.
Is the original 3PO going to be back?
I don't know. Is he alive?
I don't know. Is he alive?
Tell us. Comment.
Let us know if 3PO's alive. Who do you think would be some good Jedis?
Some good Jedis. Vin Diesel?
Vin Diesel would be an excellent Jedi.
Yeah.
I want him to be a Sith, though.
Yeah.
Like, have Vin Diesel as a Sith Lord.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Those are just two guys I think should be in everything. Hugh Jackman as Wolverine.
Kate Mara could be a good Jedi.
Kate Mara she could be a good like Luke Leia.
I like offspring. Her. I like her now.
Or Han Solo offspring, Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ryan Gosling would be a good Jedi.
Ryan Gosling. I remember he was kind of rumored. His name had popped up in the rumors before. Him and Zac Efron's name.
Yeah, and Benedict Cumberbatch's name was in there for a while.
Was in there for a while. They should just hire Chris Pine and Zachary Quinto and
just to get the Star Trek.
Just get the Star Trek characters in, and Chris Pine can be Han Solo, and
we can have a George Takei appearance.
Yeah, I'd watch that actually.
I don't know why he would have a guest spot in Star Wars.
I don't know why either. But a Star Wars movie with the cast of Star Trek, come on. That sounds awesome.
That sounds awesome.
It sounds ridiculous.
It's going to be done.
You know what? Man, look what you did.
I'm sorry. I got excited.
Since Abrams is doing this, it's just going to stay.
It's just going to be crooked now.
Wonky.
What if we, turn some way?
Like this way?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
What is that like this?
Since J.J. Abrams is doing this, Josh Holloway from Lost, Sawyer.
Yeah.
He should be in it. He should in some way.
Well, J.J. Abrams put Simon Pegg in all of his movies.
That's true. Simon Pegg could be cool. God damn it.
I know he's in Star Trek, but
he could be in it.
He could be in it.
Yeah.
And J.J. Abrams could. He likes his Lost cast.
He does. Maybe Matthew Fox, but
no,
not really.
I don't think he likes Matthew Fox.
Sawyer would be good. I'd love to see
Evangeline
Sawyer.
Lilly.
Yeah, but she's gonna be busy with Ant-Man and possible future
and
Marvel stuff and The Hobbit, but that's almost done.
Yeah,
Hobbit's almost done. I don't know. I guess I can't really think of anybody else off the top of my head that'd be a good Jedi. You know who'd be a really good Jedi?
I think I couldn't think of anyone else.
Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill could be. You know who he should play? Han Solo.
Okay.
He has that face.
Old face.
Yeah, it's an old man face. That would be good for Han Solo.
And Harrison Ford could be Luke Skywalker.
He just shouldn't be in it.
He shouldn't be in it at all.
No, unless he's going to be playing Indiana Jones.
That would be so cool. Why don't they do a crossover film?
I think they need to do a Star Wars, Marvel, Disney crossover. Just like a short. Have Darth Vader, Mickey Mouse, and Wolverine having coffee together.
Well, Wolverine wouldn't be there because he's owned by Fox.
Fuck. So have
Iron Man, or the Hulk. The Hulk is just chilling with Darth Vader. And
Darth Vader, Mickey Mouse, and the Hulk having coffee together.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I was going to say Captain America or Magneto, but Magneto's still Fox.
Magneto's still Fox.
Captain America, at least. God damn it, Marvel needs to get X-Men back.
They need to get their shit together, Marvel.
What the hell?
It's not like you've been doing awesome already.
But speaking of Marvel, like we've been talking about the whole time.
Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Has nothing to do with Marvel.
Nothing to do with Marvel.
But the trailer is out.
And what did you think?
It looks better than I expected, but still not very good.
I think it looks as bad as I thought it was going to look. It looks like Transformers with Ninja Turtles, and the Ninja Turtles look like shit.
They look like penises.
They do. They look like green dicks and shells.
Green dicks and shells with
eyes.
With colored things around their face. They have lips and their face just looks weird. And it's why didn't you just...
They don't have the beaks?
What's the point? Why didn't you just give them the fucking beaks? Why do you have to change that?
Have you ever seen a turtle?
Yeah.
Come on, Michael Bay.
What the hell? Why was that necessary to be okay, we're going to make them look more like humans? Unless they're doing something else weird with the origin and the people, they have 4 guys who somehow got infused with turtle DNA and then turned into Ninja Turtles.
That's the worst origin story ever.
I know, but goddammit, and they're mentioning the origins and that, and obviously they're not aliens, but they're heroes aren't born, they're created. So it's
were they made in a lab?
Is it not an accident? And if they are created, why the fuck would you pick turtles to turn into a mutant thing? Why wouldn't you pick a tiger or
an eagle?
An eagle or just
some creature of some predatory creature.
Yeah, a cheetah.
A velociraptor.
A velociraptor. Why would you pick a turtle? Oh, hey, look at this very slow creature. Let's turn that into a...
Let's make this thing kick ass.
Yeah, what the hell?
It's supposed to be an accident where the slime goes into the sewer. And...
unless the guy was just, maybe he really likes turtles and everybody else in the room was oh, why don't we use, this panther and turn it into a mutant thing? And he's well, what about turtles? And they're no, that's stupid. And then he just steals it and makes it himself.
Yeah. And I don't know, like, the guy they got for Shredder, I don't
Well, he's white. I like the actor a lot.
I don't really care for him, but...
From Armageddon?
Yeah.
And The Dark Knight, among other things.
But I guess it's okay that he's not Asian, but...
I mean,
Shredder.
He should be.
And there's a lot of good Asian actors that they could have got for Shredder.
Yeah. Fucking the dude from from Inception,
he's the name I always throw out for Asian actors.
Watanabe, but he would have been an awesome Shredder.
Because he's an awesome actor.
He's an awesome actor.
Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan or Jet Li.
Why didn't they make them Shredder?
We'll just keep listing Asian actors. We'll be racist for a second.
Well, I mean...
Typecasting because you're Asian. George Takei.
Well, Jet Li could have been a sweet Shredder because then Shredder would have had all those ninja moves.
Yeah.
Without having a stunt double.
Exactly. God damn it, Michael Bay. You ruined things. Why?
And the people that the guy they had doing Leonardo's voice originally, the guy who motion captured Leonardo is apparently no longer going to be his voice. It's Johnny Knoxville now.
Johnny Knoxville. The other 3 guys get to be in it, so now that 4th guy who did the motion capture is going to be like, oh, what's wrong with my voice?
He's going to go home and slit his wrist because his voice isn't good enough to be Leonardo.
Yeah.
And Johnny Knoxville's is.
And they got the guy from Jackass, who I actually really like. I respect him a lot as as an actor and. And
out of the whole Jackass group, he's the cool one.
Yeah, and he's
talented.
He's not necessarily like the greatest actor, but he's like a really nice guy, and he has a lot of he puts a lot into his work. I remember that interview.
The interview from Bad Grandpa.
He just puts a lot into it, and it's really cool. But I don't know, as Leonardo was just kind of weird.
And out of all the voices to get for Splinter, they go with Tony Shalhoub.
I like Tony.
I love Tony Shalhoub. Tony Shalhoub's awesome, but do you picture his voice coming out of Master Splinter teaching the Turtles? He doesn't have that wise old man rat voice. He has more of I was going to say something racist again, but
yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of weird. It's just making weird decisions, and we had talked about this before, but it's not Michael Bay directing, which was always what I've defended and been like, well, at least Michael Bay's not directing, but if you watch the trailer, it looks like a Michael Bay.
It looks like Michael Bay did everything.
It looks like the guy got hired, maybe like this young, the guy who did Battle Los Angeles, which obviously doesn't have a good track record, but he probably came in, and Michael Bay was like, okay, this is how we're gonna do this, and he's like, okay, Michael Bay.
Yeah, Michael Bay just handed him a list. He's like, I want all of it to be exactly like this.
Yeah.
I want you to watch Transformers 1, 2, and 3, and take out the robots and put in Turtles.
Okay, Michael Bay.
Okay, Michael Bay.
Okay, Mr. Bay. Whatever you say.
It has to be exactly what happened.
Whatever you say, sir. It has to be. I just, I guess I'll still see it, obviously, and it might be a fun movie, and my only hope could be that it's successful enough for a sequel, and they get a director with balls for a sequel. Mm-hmm. And he's like, no, Michael Bay, did you see what you did in the first one? Don't be a dick.
Make it rated R.
Yeah, they could do the badass like the original.
Like the old Ninja Turtle comics.
Man.
Full of death and blood.
So, Derek.
Yes, Justin.
What movie are you most excited for this summer?
Really? I'm super excited for X-Men Days of Future Past.
Yeah. I think that's my top one, between that and Guardians.
It's going to be starting off the summer,
No, actually, Spider-Man starts off
Spider-Man starts off the summer? Mm-hmm. It's alright. Still a decent start. But I'm really excited for X-Men. I'm really excited for Guardians of the Galaxy. Seeing the trailer for it, right before Captain America.
And the one for Days of Future Past, in a giant theater screen. Actually, and when I saw it in 3D, it was actually really cool. Not the Guardians one 3D, not necessarily, but the X-Men trailer.
I didn't get Days of Future Past before Captain America for me.
Oh,
I
weird.
didn't.
Did you get TMNT?
No.
Because we didn't, and I kind of thought we would.
The only superhero ones I got were Spider-Man and Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay, yeah, we had those also. But what about non-superhero? Because I think, obviously, we're most excited for the superhero movies, but what's
non-superhero?
Non-superhero.
I'm really excited for Godzilla.
God-fucking-zilla. Yeah, same here.
I'm stoked for Godzilla. It looks amazing.
Godzilla. That, I think... Dawn of the Planet of the Apes?
Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. It's going to be a good one.
But Godzilla, man, just looks so
It looks amazing.
So
I was impressed. The last Godzilla movie wasn't that good.
No.
But...
No, it probably should have started its own franchise. I'm sure they wanted it to continue and it didn't, because even though it made money, it
was bad.
It wasn't good.
But this one looks amazing.
Yeah. It looks legit.
Bryan Cranston,
Quicksilver, and Scarlet Witch are in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Ken Watanabe or whatever, he's in it.
There you go.
God damn it! All I need is Vin Diesel.
And then you got the best movie in the world.
Maybe he motion captured Godzilla. Wouldn't that be cool?
That would be sick. I wonder if someone actually did motion capture Godzilla.
I don't know. That's a good
question.
Andy
Serkis.
Probably Andy Serkis.
Andy Serkis is Godzilla.
Who else would you get? So.
What about you? What's your most anticipated non-superhero movie?
Oh, Godzilla.
Is it?
Yeah, for sure.
You have to say something else. I said Godzilla already.
I said Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Okay.
But Neighbors looks really funny.
Neighbors looks hilarious.
Seth Rogen, Zac Efron looks really funny. Expendables 3. I'm not very excited.
I'm not very excited for that
at all. It's just very.
I'm pretty excited for A Million Ways to Die in the West.
Yeah, that's probably my number 2 comedy.
I think that's gonna be a funny one.
Those both come out in May. May's insane this year.
I think my number 1 comedy that's going to be coming out is probably going to be Neighbors.
Yeah.
Because it looks hilarious.
Not Blended.
I'm pretty excited for Blended. Like, you know how much I love modern day Adam Sandler movies.
Yeah, they're the greatest.
But this Blended looks. I don't know. I'm not too big on Drew Barrymore.
It doesn't look good. It should look good because it's them two, and it's like a nice little they're good together in a movie again. But it looks horrible.
It looks so bad. And the director doesn't really have the best track record either.
But Adam Sandler hasn't had the best track record in a while.
No, neither has Drew Barrymore.
But
whatever.
We'll see. But
it'll make money.
Adam Sandler movies always make money.
They always make money.
The only way I can hope that it won't is because it also comes out in May, and there's a lot of other shit that's in that month. A lot of other stuff.
What would you do if you get onto Rotten Tomatoes and Blended is like at 97%, and Spider-Man's at like 32?
Would weep for the future of film.
I might give up my career.
I wouldn't go that far. If anything, it would make me more determined to write something great.
If Blended does better than Spider-Man, I'll be upset. Cry myself to sleep that night.
So, speaking of Spider-Man,
yes.
It's a film franchise.
Is it?
And yeah, Spider-Man 3, you could argue, kind of killed the Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man franchise.
I would agree.
I mean, probably most of what it was just that the studio had to have a movie in production or they would have lost rights, and so they decided to reboot it. But as you guys may know, or may not know, this is the season finale of Nerd Talk, and Derek is no longer going to be with us.
This is my last episode.
At least for, 2 years. But
forever.
At least for 2 years, year and a half, 2 years.
Yeah.
He'll be back.
I'll be back.
But
for Nerd Talk the movie.
Nerd Talk. Shh.
Sorry, I didn't say that.
They're not ready for that yet.
They're not ready for that?
They're not ready for that yet. It's going to be awesome. But anyways, so I thought it'd be fun to talk about franchises and, the best final movies in franchises, worst, or the ones that kill franchises like Spider-Man 3, arguably.
What's your favorite franchise that got killed?
That got killed? Well, as far as by a bad sequel?
Yeah.
Maybe the Spider-Man, because I really liked the first 2 Spider-Man movies and had really high hopes for Spider-Man 3 because of Venom. But I would also say Star Wars, actually, because the prequels.
The prequels horrible.
And made me think that it's probably why this new trilogy is going to be so important, is at least to make up for the prequels. But
I feel like Lord of the Rings is going in kind of that direction.
Yeah, The Hobbit.
The Hobbit just hasn't. To me, it doesn't stand up to how Lord of the Rings felt.
Yeah.
But Blade Trinity
did kill the Blade franchise. It was not very good.
I loved the Blade movies.
Yeah.
And Blade Trinity was. I wouldn't say it was horrible, because Ryan Reynolds really helped it out.
Right.
But it was pretty bad.
It was not very good. The Dark Knight movies is a really good franchise, and they went out and really.
They ended so strong.
It's the kind of split people, the Dark Knight Rises, but I really liked it, and of course, while
I loved it,
they had some obvious. They toyed with the audience a little bit with the whole, counting on the clock and showing Batman's face and then blowing up, and obviously he wouldn't have had time to escape, but that's fine. The way they kind of tied it up, I don't know. I really dug it.
I did too.
Superman Returns was kind of I would consider a franchise killer in a way, because
even though it didn't even make.
Even though it was only the one, obviously they wanted it to continue, and they had been talking about doing a sequel with Bryan Singer, but because it like made money, but I guess not as much as they wanted, and it was really boring, so they just ended up eventually rebooting it, 7 years later. But I'd throw that in there as a good franchise killer, or even like Superman 3 and 4 were so bad from the back in the day.
Yeah.
I didn't even know the fourth one existed until like 5 years ago. I just didn't know. I was watching some Superman documentary and they talked about the fourth one. I was like, what?
There's a fourth one?
Yeah, The Quest for Peace. That Christopher Reeve had a lot to do with like the writing and stuff. I don't know if he actually wrote it, but I think he helped develop it.
Was it supposed to be good?
I mean, I think he probably thought it was going to be good, but no, it was horrible.
It was horrible?
It was so bad. It bombed. It made no money.
You know what movie ended a franchise on a super strong note? Army of Darkness.
Army of Darkness.
The Evil Deads.
The Evil Deads. Rush Hour 3.
Never seen Rush Hour 3.
Not
I've only seen the first one.
It's not good. I was kidding. It's not good. Jurassic Park 3 wasn't really very good.
It wasn't good.
But that's an interesting franchise because it was several years. That one was several years after the second one, But it wasn't great.
Back to the Future 3. That was a good one.
Back to the Future 3 was good. It was the worst of the three.
But it was a solid trilogy.
I feel like we're listing all these, and it seems like the third one is never as good.
The third one's usually not.
Like with Star Wars, even the original trilogy.
Yeah, but Lord of the Rings, Return of the King was.
That is a great one because they're all fucking good.
They're all good.
That's
not a bad one.
There's not a bad one. They're all good. They're all equally good. Like if anything, the first and third are better than the second one, but the second one's still awesome.
Yeah. And it's going to be a bad one, but the original X-Men trilogy.
Yeah.
Which I'd say the X-Men franchise is still going on.
Oh yeah.
It died for a while.
They were really smart about what they did because the third one wasn't very good, as we know. And X-Men Origins wasn't very good. And then they it's like they rebooted it while it being a sequel. It was like a prequel, but a reboot. And then now they're able to
And now they're fixing it.
And fixing things. And I think that's really cool. That's a really smart way to do it.
And there's the Hannibal Lecter trilogy,
Yeah, Hannibal Rising was kind of a...
Hannibal Rising was... Okay, so I guess it'd be like a fourlogy.
Yeah.
But... Like Red Dragon, even though it was the prequel, was the last one that they did in that trilogy, and it was the strongest out of them all, I think.
You think?
I love Red Dragon. I like it better than Silence of the Lambs.
I don't. I think Silence of the Lambs is the shit. But
I love Silence of the Lambs. I even like Hannibal.
Oh, I do too, Ridley Scott.
And that's the worst one of them all.
Strange that he likes Red Dragon so much because Brett Ratner directed it.
I know, right?
And he's usually a franchise killer. Like with
I hate Brett Ratner.
Yeah. Brett Ratner should keep his hands off stuff.
He should.
He's like Michael Bay. He's a poor man's Michael Bay.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think of some trilogies that were strong. They got even the third one was extremely strong, but.
Well, we mentioned Lord
Batman,
of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
I guess you could consider. Batman and Robin killed the Batman franchise for several years.
Yeah.
And then the director wanted to make up for it. He wanted to do something else, but it just Batman and Robin was bad. Kind of killed it.
Fantastic Four.
But yeah, those both were just bad, and they just couldn't continue it.
There's a lot of it where it's with superhero movies.
Yeah, you know what is a good movie that killed a franchise and was the first one is Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Couldn't even get the franchise going, and it killed it already.
Daredevil and Elektra. The Punisher.
And they tried so hard.
The Tom Jane Punisher was so good.
I loved it. It's not a good movie or anything.
You shut your mouth.
I mean, but I love it to death. I absolutely love it. I think it's badass, and Tom Jane was awesome. And
then they went and made that Warzone.
And it wasn't very good.
The Punisher only 3 lines in the whole movie.
Yeah, it just... They tried. But I think they're back to Marvel now.
The Punisher should be one that's put on Netflix.
Yeah, that would be a good TV show.
TV series.
It'd be... They were talking about doing a series for a while, but it was going to be where he's moonlighting as the Punisher. He's a cop who's moonlighting as the Punisher. I think that's stupid.
Yeah, that's a bad idea.
They just should do that same story, but not be the Punisher.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think franchises are hard things, because you always got to try to surpass the last one. The second one always needs to be better, and,
I got one.
Okay.
The Daniel Craig Bond trilogy.
Second one was not very good.
Second one was not very good, but Skyfall was amazing.
Skyfall was awesome.
That's the third one that was better.
Casino Royale was really good, and Quantum of Solace was not very good, and then
they came in with Skyfall. And 007 is a franchise that's been going on forever.
It has been going on forever, and I don't really know if it ever got killed necessarily.
It didn't. There's good ones, there's bad ones, but I don't know if it'll ever get killed.
No.
The Bourne trilogy.
The Ultimatum I thought was really good. I think they were all pretty equal actually.
Yeah, and then there was that new one that they did.
Yeah, where they tried to restart it, and I think they're still planning a sequel, but it wasn't as received as they wanted.
Mission Impossible.
I didn't think the second one was very good.
The second one wasn't, but then the third one came in, and the fourth one, Ghost Protocol, was really good.
Was really good, yeah. And I think the third one was actually pretty. I like the third one.
I thought the third one was better than the second one.
I think a lot of that is due to the late Philip Seymour Hoffman as the villain was really good. Yeah. And J.J. Abrams was directing.
I don't know what they did with the second one, but it was bad.
It was, it's just, yeah.
And a lot of times, like, the second one's worse, and then they fix it with the third one as well.
Right. That happens too sometimes. Like with Skyfall and with Daniel Craig Bond movies.
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty good list. And Marvel movies are doing great where they're all good. I mean, I guess the Iron Mans, like, the second one wasn't as good, and then the third one was better, but not as good as the first still.
Yeah.
And that one also divided a lot of people because of the Mandarin thing. But it definitely didn't kill it, and Iron Man 2 is still good, or still fun to watch, it's just not great.
It's just not as good.
And, they're going to be going. Nothing's going to kill that. The only way it's going to die is if Avengers 2, for some reason, is really bad. But I don't think that's going to happen.
But Marvel's going really strong right now. They're doing a great job. They know what they're doing.
Exactly.
And they're bringing in these obscure directors and getting like different actors that people just normally wouldn't think of.
Terminator 3. And then Terminator Salvation. Terminator Salvation was supposed to be the beginning of a new thing, and because it didn't do great and wasn't great, they kind of now they're rebooting it again, kind of rebooting Alien. But that one didn't really. I mean, that one got brought back too with Prometheus in a way.
Yeah, same universe, but
like Alien, the third Alien wasn't very good, but not bad, and then the fourth one was just weird.
I didn't even bother seeing the fourth one. I've heard so many bad things about it.
The fourth one's weird because it's a Joss Whedon screenplay. Yeah. But it's directed by this French director, and my only assumption can be that he just doesn't get Joss Whedon. Like, I don't know. Like, I bet if Joss Whedon would have directed that screenplay, it probably would have been a lot better.
I think a lot of people just don't get Joss Whedon.
But I think.
But he knows what's up.
It's Joss Whedon, as we know now, the Avengers. Mm-hmm. I think maybe that's where we should leave it for.
All right.
Episode 10 of Nerd Talk, and farewell to Derek. I have a surprise. These people, they're gonna play us off. They're not here. I don't know. They were supposed to be here. I think they're late.
They're running late.
They were gonna do this sad goodbye music.
Oh, okay. Well, we can just put that in.
We could put it in post. I probably won't. But yeah. So
goodbye forever.
Thank you to Derek for Nerd Talk. This was Derek's idea. We should definitely thank Derek for all that is Nerd Talk.
We should really thank Kevin Smith.
Thank you, Kevin Smith.
I would have not done this if it wasn't for him.
You guys can share credit. How about that?
All right.
But Nerd Talk will continue.
Can we put that at the end? Special thanks to Kevin Smith.
Yeah, and then we can do like Nerd Talk will return. Make it very epic.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool. Justin, it's been a pleasure working with you. I didn't know this guy before Nerd Talk.
We just kind of met. He held auditions.
Thanks for watching. Goodbye forever.